All right, sorry about that, but unfortunately something happened with the camera, so we've lost the first part of this groom, so you'll have to watch somebody else's first part of their groom. So we're gonna do the back of the head. I do not shave the hair off the ears. If you shave their hair off their ears, they will learn to hold these up like a jackrabbit, and you will hate yourself. Stop. So the biggest thing I would tell you is don't cut the hair off their ears until they're a full year old, unless you're going to crop their ears. So I go down on the chest to about the middle of the chest. These are clear open. I had to change clippers because my other ones died. And I took his collar off, so I gotta watch him, he doesn't come off that table. Do this other ear. Wait, turn around. Turn around. And this is a good handful. If you get a hold of the skin and the ear, and because when you get to do the faces, they're impossible to hold still. I mean, it gets to where you're gonna have a rodeo. And I don't know, I'm gonna come around the table. So I'm gonna put his collar back on. I'm gonna show you how I do in between their eyeballs. So when I go in between their eyes, I'm gonna protect this eyebrow with my finger and go at an angle. Nope, sit still. And I'm gonna go just again. There we go. So now I got an eyebrow on that side. Stop. And I go over the top. Stop. That's not too bad. I'm going to protect this eye, and I'm going to go down this corner. Stop. I know you probably couldn't see that, but that gives you separation of those eyebrows. And of course, they're all going to play. All right, so let's see your face. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, we're not going to play. He's watching his siblings down here on the floor play and roll, and he's decided it's time to play. Yep, there you go. Let's do this side. Nope, nope. But you can tell as wiggly, he's not really bad. You will have hair all over you. You'll have hair all over your house, and so I would do it someplace, maybe in a garage. But the more you do, and the more often you do something to this puppy, the better off this puppy is going to behave when you're grooming. So once a week, whether you're doing it or not, set him on a table and do this. Just rub those clippers down him. Nope, we're not going to play. I need to trim under his collar again, so I'm going to take this off. I'm going to make this shorter. I like short haircuts. I really do. Turn around. No, no, stop. Stop. I know. Puppies aren't easy. It takes, and don't do this on a day you're not patient, because he's gonna know you're not patient, or she, and they're gonna act up. You're gonna get frustrated. They're gonna get wilder and wilder. And pretty soon you've had it. You put them back in the kennel, and you don't do it that day. So the best thing is do it on a day when your kids aren't around, when somebody's not there to tell you how to do it, how not to do it. You got to do it your own way. Whatever works for you is the way to do it. All right. We're not too bad for a wiggler. This hip needs to come down a little bit. And I need to do this tail and get some more of this hair off the tail. I did change this clipper down a little bit shorter. Okay, stand up. So if I hadn't have already shaved his penis off, I just kind of go up through here, and I've never cut one off yet. So it works pretty good that way. So there he is, about a 75% job, not a 100% job. But, and I am going to trim these eyebrows. So, and I will do a separate video and put on here how to do just a face. So I'm going to go in here. Eyebrows are cut from the front, the back to the front. So my scissors are, I'm actually angling it to the front. I'm going to use clippers on this. Stop. Good boy. Now we're going to go over here and do, I'm really glad he's wiggly, because you're going to be really lucky if you get somebody that sits still. And sometimes it's easier to do it from behind them. No, stop. And go this way and cut this eyebrow off backwards. There you go. Now, there's the little jewel. Huh. See, we're all hairy and the first one's done. So sorry about that, losing the first part of this, but it'll be the same for all of them, so you can just watch it on the other half of the next video. So I hope that helps.